Hello, my name's Oscar. I'm one of the founders of a microbrewery in Newtown called Young Henry's. We produce what is known around the world as craft beer. Craft beer is basically made by hand from natural ingredients and generally in small batches. There's a bit of an interesting debate going on in our industry at the moment, basically between associations, also the smaller breweries compared to say someone like James Squires or Matilda Bay, which is owned by Foster's, one of the big internationals. There's a bit of a debate of whether a large company like that can still actually create craft beer. And I think while there's no clear definition as yet, I think that you can, as long as everything is still made with the right process, because craft beer, in essence, comes from passionate people making something that they believe in. And so even on those larger scales, you'll still see the head brewers are amazingly passionate people that are energized, and they've gotten themselves into a really big position in a big company, but they're still doing something which actually excites them. So I think, to me, that's what craft beer is. It's about passionate people making a product which excites them. We're down in Newtown. We try to run a sustainable business, which is pretty difficult in production, especially in production of beer. Some things we do on a really basic level is that when we finish a brew, we sometimes have about half a ton to a ton of grain left over. We actually have farmers that come every day and they pick that up. That goes into feeding goats, sheep, chickens, cows, and that has happened ever since day one. We've never wasted any of our grain. We've actually done 2 dinners where we have gotten an animal which has been brought up completely on the brewery grain and done a pop-up dinner in 2 different restaurants, Blancmange and Bloodwood, where the main course has actually been an animal which has been brought up on, sorry for any vegetarians here, it's been an animal which has been brought up on our brewery grain. We're serving the beer that we've made with the grain that they ate next to the animal. It's sort of sick, but it's also sort of it's also a nice sort of small world thing, you know. Sorry, I was going to scan my notes in and just have them up there, but no one would be able to read it anyway. Okay, so I think where we came from is something I want to speak about, because basically the idea for Young Henry's was a conversation between me and the head brewer over a bar. It was a simple idea, and something that I pride our company on is that we actually treat ideas as a precious commodity. I think that having an idea that you're passionate about and actually willing to pursue, that is the hardest part of setting up a business. If you have got the idea, 99% of the world never get the idea. If you have an idea, that's the hard thing. These 2 guys came into our brewery the other day and they sat down and they were saying, look, this is awesome, this is great. I've had this idea for something that I want to do. And he told us about, he's found this niche in the Australian bars, and he's like, I want to make this product. I was like, yeah, that's a fantastic idea. You know your niche, you know your market. Awesome, go do it. He's like, well, yeah, the hard thing is actually making it. It's like, well, no, not really. The hard thing is coming up with an original idea and being energized to actually go out there. If you write a business plan, you can go and you can make anyone believe in what you believe in. That's what we did. We came up with an idea. We wanted to make small batch craft beer for our local community, for our immediate marketplace. And we're passionate about that. We wrote a business plan and we put that out to people. And you know what? Some people started coming on board saying, hey, you know what? This is great. I don't have an idea. I've got some money though. It's like, all right, cool. hey, maybe we should sit down and have a beer. Let's talk about this. And that's where we came from, and we are really, really lucky. We've now got 6 shareholders, and every single one of us does something for the business on a day-to-day and week-to-week basis. And that's, I think in essence, that's one of the cool things about, you don't need to have everything, but if you've got the idea and you've got the passion about something, then someone else is going to back you up and help you to get where you need to go. And I think that's one of the things I'm really proud about, is all we had was an idea, and now we've got a 1-year-old brewery. And yeah, we turn 1 in next week, so that's it's pretty cool. We're through our first year. So thanks for having me.